In this section of the course, we're going to talk about how to install Drupal. And by far, the two easiest ways are to use Acquia's Dev Desktop or Acquia Cloud. In this video, we're going to install Acquia's Dev Desktop and set up our first Drupal site. Whether you're on a Mac or a PC, you're covered. If you're on Unix or even a Chromebook, I'm sorry, you'll need to find a Mac or a PC in order to use this software. Now, if you're setting Drupal up on a web host, well, then you can build your site on an iPad or a Chromebook or anything that has access to the internet. But to use Dev Desktop, you'll need a Mac or a PC. Now, I'm on a Mac, so I'm just going to click Mac Download, and it will start the download. It's not very big. You'll notice that this is the October 22nd, 2015 release. By the time you're watching this video, this will have changed. Well, assuming you've got your download, go ahead and open the download file. Again, if you're on a PC, this is going to be slightly different. And the Dev Desktop installer should pop up on your Mac. Again, on your PC, it'll show up as well once you've unzipped the file. I'm going to double click on that installer, and we'll go through the installation process. It's actually pretty simple. Depending on the security of your system, it might ask for a password. But once you've done that, you'll see this screen, Welcome to the Acquia Dev Desktop installer. Click Next. You're about to install the following. Again, you can read that if you want. Click Next. There's a Terms of Agreement here. It's pretty standard. You might want to uncheck the securely sending diagnostic and usage data to Acquia. It's up to you. Click Next. And now it's going to tell you where it's putting the software. The software is going to be in Dev Desktop inside my Applications folder. Again, if you're on a PC, that's going to be different. And the Sites folder is going to be at Users, Rod Martin, Sites, Dev Desktop. This is where I like to put my Dev Desktop sites. You can put them wherever you want outside of the main application folder. Acquia will find them. It's totally up to you. Click Next. I'm going to encourage you to leave the ports the same. These are special ports that aren't related to the normal internet. Click Next. This is a quick review of your information. Click Next. Click Next. And now Dev Desktop is downloading all the files it needs. Depending on the speed of your internet, this can take up to a minute or two. And there we are. We're all finished. Click Finish. And Dev Desktop will launch. I can start from scratch. I can start with an existing Drupal site located on my computer, or I can start with an existing Drupal site hosted on Acquia Cloud. For the purposes of this class, we're going to start from scratch. Click I don't have a site, start from scratch. Now here again, depending on when you take this class, the first one will most likely be Acquia Drupal, and it will be Drupal 8. Right now, Drupal 8 is still in Release Candidate 3 at the time of this recording, so it's actually down here just a little bit under its own heading. By the way, if you install Drupal, you're getting plain vanilla Drupal. If you install this first one, you're getting Acquia Drupal, which has a few little extra things. I'm going to let you decide which one you're going to install. The nice thing, if you do install Acquia Drupal, it connects you to their search, and it gives you a little bit of help by installing and turning on a few modules to get you started. Well, I'm going to click on Drupal 8, which, as I mentioned, is in RC3 right now. Click Install, and it's going to ask me to make just a couple of decisions here. I can leave this in the Drupal-8.0.0-RC3 folder. That kind of drives me crazy. I'm just going to get rid of that and say Drupal-8. Under the local site name, we're going to update this later. So for now, just go ahead and put Drupal-8. And you'll notice that the local site URL then is going to be Drupal-8.dd for Dev Desktop at the port of 8083. Again, this is going to be completely local, completely secure. Go ahead and leave that. We're going to update the local site name later anyway. PHP version 5.5.3 is necessary for Drupal 8 to run. And let Acquia's Dev Desktop create the new database and give it its name. You'll notice that's an underscore because database names can't use dashes. Go ahead and click Finish. DevDesktop is going to download the distribution that you've asked for, in our case, just plain vanilla Drupal 8. And once I'm ready to go, I can just click on my local site, and it's going to take me to the installation window. Click Save and Continue. Choose the standard profile. We'll need that for this class. Click Save and Continue. Drupal's going to ask us for the database name. Once again, DevDesktop has already set this up for us, so we're using a MySQL database with the name of Drupal_8. The database username is Drupal user, and the password is blank. Don't worry, we're local. Now, if this was on a live host somewhere, obviously these would be far more secure. Go ahead and click Save and Continue. Drupal is now downloading all of the modules that you need and setting up your site. Depending on the speed of your internet, this doesn't take long, but it should be between 1 to 3 minutes. And we're ready to configure our site. Let's call this Drupal 8 for now. We'll change that later. The site email address needs to be a properly formatted email. It doesn't have to be a real one, but again, this is the email address that the site will send emails from and send emails to for any updates. Because I'm on a local machine and we're using DevDesktop, I'm just going to use admin and admin for my username and password. I don't think I need to tell you how insecure that is, and if you're on a live server, please use something much stronger. Scrolling down, I'm in the United States, and my time zone is basically the same as Detroit, Michigan, so I'm going to find Detroit and put that in. I'm going to encourage you uncheck receive email notifications for now because, again, we're on a local system. But leave check updates automatically checked. Click Save and Continue. And welcome to your new Drupal site. That's all there is to install Drupal. You're logged in as this super user or user number 1 today, and I'll talk about that in an upcoming video.